Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Oakland Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Mayfield to throw it. Looking deep for Julio. It got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Julio Jones. 85 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Running right, here's Brown. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. On third down, Roethlisberger. Into a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darren Lee able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go. Watch out, watch out. Tight and run, tight and run. Hey, we got
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and short, McKinnon. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
But what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. And he fires one incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Mayfield now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
180! Let's go, 49, check 49, check 49. Hey, alert, 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 alert! Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Get your swerve on! Alert, 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 alert! Mike, touch!
Mayfield with it once more. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Hurry, hurry! Good trap, good trap! Mike 50, Mike 50! Right here, right here. Check 26, check 26. Hey, alert 33.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Let's go, let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's hungry.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Bravo!
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On first down, it's Brown. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Brown. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 20-yard touchdown. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Well, they got the extra point, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percent.
Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
We'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And Diggs has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 42-yard line.
And we'll remind remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, Charlie! Mike's 50, Mike's 50!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give, right side. Brown. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Brown, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And Bailey able to knock it through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They'll run on first down. Brown. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of a yard.
Easy. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
At the 41.
On second and 11 now. Roethlisberger. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Mayfield now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Caught by Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
King. Hey, Mike's 50. Go.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. The quick slant caught. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. And this is taken in by Wilson for a Bears touchdown. Luke Wilson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. And again, it's Mayfield. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you have green on that play.
And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He got 29 yards that time. On first down, Brown. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Middle.
10 yards on the pickup.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. This will be caught by Brown. Giving it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown. And they'll get him down right around the 16. He was brought down by Michael Davis. From the 16, Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Welcome back now here in London. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Let's go! Hey, Orbit, let's go!
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Bailey's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a big play there from a big play guy, Jerick McKinnon. Give him 58 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
180! Hurry, hurry! Regular!
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He completes it to Wilson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Dion Lewis, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Brown. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Black 20. Top. 50. Black is good.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. Now he'll escape to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. Bulldozes past him, and he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
46-yard line.
No spacing.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. On 2nd down, it's Brown. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Right back to Brown. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 3rd down, Brown. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He'll look to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Telvin Smith, he was third in the AFC in tackling a year ago, there to bring him down. They'll keep it on the ground. Brown, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was due in large part once again to the play of big number 7, their quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger.
And as you and I both know, there can be some really good Big Ben days. There can be some not quite as good Big Ben days. But they're always going to be exciting, aren't they? He makes plays. He stands in the pocket and delivers against a fierce rush. He can exit out at times. There's something special about that guy, and no game is out of reach when he's on the field.
So for the Raiders, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.